Assalamu alaikum, dear sisters and brothers. I come to you today with a new video that will hopefully boost your confidence and certainty in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. We start by making dua for our beloved Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. Allahumma salli wa sallim wa barik ala Sayyidina Muhammad wa ala alihi wa sahbihi ajma'in. How are you? I'm hoping you are in a great state of faith and well-being, inshallah. And today's story is told by the sister, and she goes on to say, my sister was in extreme poverty. If I were to describe the poverty she lived in, it was truly below zero financially. She had children and a family, and the poverty she was living in was so severe that most people, especially our relatives, used to mock her. They used to mock her situation as if she or they held the key to her provision. Despite her circumstances, my sister always loved to feed guests and invite people over. Sometimes guests, especially relatives, would visit her and they would be reluctant to eat her food. It wasn't because, God forbid, it was dirty, but because the dishes she served the food in were old, since that was all she had. She was always embarrassed by this, and the bigger problem was that after they left her house, they would talk about her life and her situation, saying they didn't eat her food. My sister always had faith in Allah that He would change her situation. She would always tell us, Allah will change my situation and I will be better than you in religion, wealth, children and everything. She was 100% confident that Allah would give her everything she desired. This confidence always made her optimistic and hopeful in Allah. After 11 years, my sister's condition was transformed and everyone was amazed. Her children grew up to be the best young men, graduated and got jobs. She opened businesses and started working in trade. The money that came in was more than the money that went out. She continued feeding people and everyone was astonished at her situation. Even I, myself, was astonished. Subhanallah, how did my sister's situation change from extreme poverty to great wealth? I asked her, what changed your situation? Of course, it didn't change exactly after 11 years. Her life was gradually improving over 11 years. The first thing she said to me was that she would sit with her children and help them with their studies. She would also learn with them. The teacher explained to them the virtue of seeking forgiveness and what seeking forgiveness does. From that point, she understood what seeking forgiveness meant, so she decided to commit to seeking forgiveness. Istighfar. She told me exactly in the first month I committed to seeking forgiveness, Allah began to change my situation. From the first month, she moved from one house to another, and Allah blessed her husband's job, Allah blessed his income. My sister was resourceful, and subhanallah, their conditions changed and they became among the best and the richest people I know. Her current situation, mashallah, is admirable. Gold, wealth, cars. Instead of a house, she now has 4. Her children all have prestigious jobs, alhamdulillah. The secret to this change that my sister lived through was her certainty in Allah. She always had hope in Allah. She used to say, I do good, Allah will never let me down. I did good out of generosity and I turned to Allah with this need. Allah is more generous than the generous. Everything she did, she had certainty that Allah would return it to her multiplied. If she fed, Allah would feed her. If she was generous, Allah would be generous to her. If she treated people well, Allah would treat her well. My sister lived by this principle. So it just goes to say, when you put your trust in Allah and you have faith in Allah, Allah will never let you down. I'm hoping you enjoyed this story as much as I did. If you found value in this video, please don't forget to share with friends and family. I leave you in the care and protection of Allah. Until the next video. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.